And honestly, man, this is the most funniest AI footage that I've ever come across. And this was created on the AI. People are going nuts when it comes to all the AI content. Oh, we also have another footage here where Trump is making fun of Zelensky's outfit.
President Zelensky showed up to the White House wearing an outfit from Temu. And I found that very disrespectful, I have to be honest.
Man.
I'm going to start calling him Temu Zelensky from now on. Someone get this guy a suit, for Christ's sake. Sleepy Joe gave this guy $500 billion and he can't even afford a $1,000 suit.
A $1,000 suit. And keep this in mind, this is actually made using AI. So this is how dangerous the AIs are, man. Like, this is crazy. Memes are already out there. Honestly, before we take a look at like the original conversation between them, I mean, the original conversation is funny in itself, but before we take a look at that stuff, the AI stuff is really funny.
What a cheap guy. He spent all that money from U.S. taxpayers gave him and spent it on the Temu app. He should at least use Amazon so our taxpayer money doesn't go to China. Temu has awful quality. I think we can all agree on that.
This is funny.
But either way, you can't show up to the White House like that. I've seen homeless people dress better than this guy. And he's supposed to be a president? Even Elon's little son X wore a better outfit than this clown. No wonder President Putin doesn't take this guy serious. He has to take himself serious first.
This is so funny, man. Honestly, I don't know where the hell we are going on with the AI stuff. But honestly, guys, this is just absolutely crazy. We also have another footage here. Take a look at this stuff. All these funny AI content.
Find a different color. There's lots of colors. Jesus. He looks like he's wearing fucking pajamas. He's so goddamn small. I feel like I should burp him. You're a dinky guy. I'm sure you wear a kid-size husky sweatshirt. You look like a little kid dressed up as a G.I. Joe. For real. Nobody take this guy to Disneyland.
Oh, man.
It'll be a waste of money because he won't be tall enough to ride shit. Maybe he can ride the gay-ass bumper cars with all the other little dorks his size. He has a 4% approval rating. More people support the WNBA than this dumbass preteen-looking motherfucker.
Oh, man. Oh,
Katie
man.
Vance just bitch-slapped him, and he still won't shut up. I might have to take my belt off and spank his little dinky.
It seems like when Zelensky went to meet the Israel president, he was well-dressed. Look at him. He's well-dressed, shaved, looking very smart, and has a suit on. And that kind of just offended Trump. I think he even spoke about his clothing.
You're all dressed up.
Yes, I had ready clothes. How are you? Ready shut?
He's all dressed up today.
President Trump, what's your message to Vladimir?
But Trump wanted to address Zelensky's outfit. Take a look at this stuff.
I do like your clothing, though.
Yeah, really?
Even I think he's a great guy, by the way.
I mean, this is not AI. Okay, this is real stuff.
I don't know if you two like each other, but you know what? I think
No,
he's dressed. I think he's dressed
I like
beautifully.
this guy. I don't know.
I think he's dressed beautifully.
So-
I do like your clothing, though.
I mean, he's just hilariously making fun of him, saying that I think he's dressed beautifully. I mean, he's meeting a president. He's having a meeting with American president in order to present himself well in the meeting.
Even I think he's a great guy, by the way. But I don't know if you two like each other, but you know what? I think he's dressed. I think he's dressed
I like
beautifully.
this guy. I don't know.
I think he's dressed beautifully.
So-
I do like your clothing, though.
Honestly, man, that's hilarious. And funny fact is that when he met the Israeli president, and he actually dressed in a suit. And that's probably why a lot of people are saying that he's just trying to be disrespectful or whatnot. We don't really know what happened. But now let's actually move on to the original argument that both Trump and Zelensky had, where he's asking him to make a ceasefire with Russia so that there could be no more World War III. Because currently, the state in which the war is heading towards, it seems like Putin is definitely ready in order to start a massive war if this doesn't stop. And that's why Trump wanted him to take the ceasefire agreement, but it seems like Zelensky was not agreeing with that stuff. But take a look at this conversation. It's pretty hilarious.
He killed our people, and he didn't exchange prisoners. We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it. What kind of diplomacy?
It's talking about Putin here.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the president for trying to bring an end to this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
I have been to.
Come once.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people into your military? And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems, even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless.
You don't
God
know
bless.
that.
You will not have a war.
Don't tell us what we're going to...
He literally said that you're not at war, but very soon you guys will know how that feels as well. And that's where he got triggered. Trump gets really triggered.
We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because you're in no position to dictate that.
That's
Remember
exactly
this.
what
You're in no
man.
position to dictate what we're going to feel. We're going to feel very
you will
good.
Feel influence.
We're going to feel very good and very strong.
You will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position, and he happens to be right about it.
From the very beginning of the war.
You're not in a good
Brown,
position. You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having
I'm not
cards.
playing cards.
Right now, you don't.
I'm
You're playing
serious,
cards.
Mr. President.
You're
I'm
playing
very
cards.
serious.
You're gambling
I'm the
with the
president
lives
in
of
war.
millions of people.
You think
You're
shit.
gambling with World War III.
what do you think
You're
about?
That's true.
gambling with
What do you
World
think
War
about?
III. And what you're
That's
doing
true.
is very disrespectful to the country, this country, that's
with
back
all
to you,
respect to your
far
country.
more than a lot of people said
very
they
respect.
should have.
Have you said thank you once?
I mean, he literally says that if you don't have war right now, you'll very soon have it in your shores. I mean, who says stuff like that? But that was unprofessional from his side. But yeah, it kind of just seems like it triggered the hell out of Trump.
This
A lot
entire
of
meeting?
times.
No, in this
Even
entire meeting,
today.
have you said thank
Even
you?
today.
You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the United States of America and the president who's trying to save your country.
Please, you think that if you will speak very loudly about the war, you
He's
can...
not speaking loudly. He's not speaking loudly. Your country's in big trouble.
Can I
Wait a
answer?
minute. No.
Can
You've
I
done a lot
answer?
of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not
I
winning.
know.
You're not
I know.
winning this.
I
You have a damn good chance of
We are
coming out
staying,
okay because of
Mr.
us.
President, we are staying in our country, staying
That's straight
strong
up.
from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks
You haven't
in
been
this
alone.
cabinet,
You
and
haven't
not
been
only
alone.
in this
We
cabinet.
gave you, through
I
this
said thank
stupid
you.
president, $350 billion.
Oh man, he literally called him stupid president. Hold on, let me just play that back. Hold on, just watch this clip.
This cabinet,
You
and
haven't
not
been
only
alone.
in this
We
cabinet.
gave you, through
I
this
said thank
stupid
you.
president, $350.
He just doesn't stop. He just doesn't stop talking. And then Trump had to go on and say, stupid president, just shut up and listen, man.
billion.
You voted
We gave
for
you
your
military
president.
equipment.
You
and you
voted
men
for
are
your
brave,
president.
but they had to use our military.
What about West
If
again?
you didn't have
You
our
invited
military
me-
equipment,
you invited
if
me
you
to
didn't
speak.
have our military equipment, this war would have been over
That is very
in 2
true.
weeks.
In 3
okay?
days, I heard it from Putin. In 3 days, this is something
Maybe
new.
less.
In 2 weeks, of course he has.
It's going to be a very hard thing to do business like that.
In 3 days, he says. In 3 days. I mean, he already knows they have no chance against Russia, but then they just want to keep going. It seems like a lot of people are just dying for nothing.
I tell you.
Just say thank you.
I said a lot of times.
Because they're not gonna win it.
American people.
Accept that there are disagreements, and let's go litigate those disagreements rather than trying to fight it out in the American media when you're wrong. We know that you're wrong.
But you see, I think it's good for the American people to see what's going on
I
over
understand,
there.
sir.
I think it's
I
very
understand.
important. That's why I kept this going so long. You have to be thankful. You don't have the
I'm
cards.
thankful.
You're buried there. Your people are dying.
tell you
You're
again,
running low
I know.
on soldiers.
Don't-
Listen,
don't, please,
you're running
Mr.
low on
President.
soldiers. It would be a damn good thing.
Mr.
And then
President.
then you tell us, I don't want a ceasefire. I don't want a ceasefire. I want to go and I want this. Look.
Oh
If
man,
you
that
could get
is
a ceasefire
straight
right
up
now, I tell you,
disrespectful.
you take it so the bullets stop flying and your men stop getting
Of
killed.
course, we want to stop the war.
But you're saying you don't want a ceasefire.
But I said to you,
I want a ceasefire.
with guarantees.
Because you'll get a ceasefire faster than an agreement.
Ask our people about ceasefire.
Man, I've got to say, Trump is badass, man. Straight up. He's straight up attacking the guy and right onto the point. I mean, I don't think we've ever had any president so far in any country that's been like so straight up, right on attack. This dude is crazy.
What
hilarious.
That wasn't
doesn't
with
matter
me.
for you what-
that
what
wasn't
this
with me.
means. It
That was
wasn't
with
with you.
a guy named Biden, who was not a smart person.
This
That was
is your-
with,
this
that was
is
with
your
Obama.
president. It was your president.
Excuse me. That was with Obama, who gave you sheets, and I gave you javelins.
Yes.
I gave you the javelins to take out all those tanks. Obama gave you sheets. In fact, the statement is Obama gave sheets and Trump gave javelins. You got to be more thankful. Because let me tell you, you
Look at
don't
his
have the
expression.
cards. With us, you have the cards.
Look at his expression.
But without us, you don't have any cards.
One more question to Mr. Vice President. I'm sorry, here.
It'll be a tough deal to make
Um,
because the attitudes have to change.
What if Russia breaks ceasefire? What if Russia breaks peace talks? What do you do then? I understand that it's a heated conversation right
I
What
mean,
are you
that's-
saying?
I mean, that's also a possibility. There is a chance that Russia might not listen to Trump, but then Trump guarantees that he's saying, well, even if he doesn't listen, right? Even if he doesn't listen, what chance do you have in order to win this war? I get it, like you're just trying to be brave and whatnot, but it's just going to let you and all of your people completely ending up dead because you stand no chance against Russia without America. So Trump says that if he needs to back you up, you will have to cease fire. You'll have to stop this war and allow Americans to extract some minerals from Ukraine in order to get back some of the funds that they've been spending on Ukraine in this war. So Trump says that, America will definitely be backing up Ukraine, but they'll only do it if President Zelensky gives up on his war trail. And he needs to accept the ceasefire, for which he's saying that he can't really accept that until he can get a guaranteed statement from President Putin that he will never attack again. Because previously Putin promised for a ceasefire, but then he attacked on Ukraine, and that kind of just brought up this whole trust issues. But at the same time, I think the reason why Putin kind of just broke this peace treaty is especially because America was going against him. The Western countries were going against Russia, and they were just boycotting the country out of the world, and they found Hunter Biden's laptop, and there were like some crazy shit in there, and Biden decided to just blame Russia and say that it's just the Russian hackers. They're the ones that have just spread all of these fake propaganda, and all of these bullshit were put on Russia, and Putin had to take all of that stuff. And that is the reason why he probably broke the treaty of the peace that United States made, which Biden made with Russia in order to stop the war. And that's what Trump is saying, that now that I am president, that shit is not going to happen. But then this dude doesn't want to agree with anything.
Breaks the ceasefire.
What if anything? What if a bomb drops on your head right now?
Exactly.
Okay? What if they broke it? I don't know. They broke it with Biden because Biden, they didn't respect him. They didn't
That's
respect
true.
Obama.
That's
They
true.
respect me. Let me tell you, Putin went through a hell of a lot with me. He went through a phony witch hunt where they used him and Russia. Russia. You ever hear of that deal? That was a phony Hunter Biden, Joe Biden scam. Hillary Clinton,
That is true.
Shifty Adam Schiff. It was a Democrat scam. And he had to go through that.
They
and he
blamed
did go
him for
through
it.
We didn't end up in a war. And he went through it. He was accused of all that stuff. He had nothing to do with it. It came out of Hunter Biden's bathroom. It came out of Hunter Biden's bedroom.
That's true.
It was disgusting. And then they said,
It's all Putin's
the
fault.
laptop from hell was made by Russia.
That's
The
that's
51
true.
agents. The whole thing was a scam. And he had to put up with that. He was being accused of all that stuff.
That is why he has no respect for
All I
all the
can
other
say
presidents.
is this. He might have broken deals with Obama and Bush, and he might have broken them with Biden. He did, maybe. Maybe he didn't. I don't know what happened. But he didn't break them with me. He wants to make a deal. I don't know if you can make a deal. The problem is I've empowered you to be a tough guy. And I don't think you'd be a tough guy without the United States. And your people are very brave. But you're either going to make a deal or we're out. And if we're out, you'll fight it out.
That is straight up. That is straight up stuff, man. Because there is no way that this dude is winning the war. And at the same time, without the United States, there is no way. He has literally no power left, no juice left in him. Trump basically wants a ceasefire because he doesn't see any profit coming out of Ukraine if they just want to keep sending in money, sending in soldiers to die, and all the weapons and stuff. These cost billions of dollars, and they don't want to waste those money anymore. And obviously, he should be thankful that, they've been supporting him for at least so long. And it seems like he doesn't want to take that ceasefire no matter
I don't think
what.
it's going to be pretty, but you'll fight it out. But you don't have the cards. But
That is
once
true.
we sign that deal, you're in a much better position. But you're not acting at all thankful. And that's not a nice thing. I'll be honest, that's not a nice thing. All right, I think we've seen enough. What do you think, huh?
And honestly, what happened after this is that he did not sign the deal. And he thinks that signing a deal for a peace treaty, it's not going to work out. So the only way that it's going to work out is probably go to war with Russia. I don't know what kind of hell is going to break loose after this. It seems like World War III is definitely coming. And this could actually happen because this dude, and he thinks that America is going to be backing him up. And even if he loses, he thinks that it's some sort of a victory, even if all of his people are dead. And that's where Trump says that he's going to back up. They have no other choice but to back up. And Russia is definitely going to wipe out Ukraine and they're going to take over the entire country. That's basically what's going to happen with the kind of decisions that he's making. He has no choice at all without America. And that's just crazy stuff.